Good morning, student. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter 6, the beginning of settled life. Today is the lecture 1, standard 6, subject SS. Okay, standard 6, SS, chapter 6, lecture 1, and the name of the chapter is the beginning of settled life. My dear student, have you seen the movie Doom? Okay, you know Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, Bagi 1, Bagi 2, Bagi 3. We can consider here this is also the second part of chapter 4 what you have learned already. Okay, chapter 4 you have learned the beginning of early life. Okay, early life of a human life that you have learned already. So we can say it is the second part of chapter 4th. Okay, my dear student, in that chapter we learned the man was wandering from place to place. Okay, so here by giving two examples, okay, I am going to explain the chapter. Here in the book it is written, first word is gomtu, and one side name is written Joma. My dear student, if you see the book, you will find here. Okay, here one picture is given, one boy is there and doing some work. Here one picture is given about a girl and doing some work. Okay, got it? My dear student, here I would like to explain certain things. In both the example, nice sentences are written in the beginning. When you consider about the chapter 6, of first sentence is really very, very meaningful. It is written, one beautiful morning, 12,000 years ago, 12,000 years ago, Gomtu preparing for hunting with his tribe. The first sentence is written about Gomtu and his tribe. He was preparing for hunting. He was preparing for hunting. It means wandering life. It was wandering life we can consider. Okay, very first sentence says that very first sentence says about Gomtu, that Gomtu was living. He had the life of wandering life. Okay, from place to place in order to satisfy their hunger. Okay, so they were every day they were killing some other animals or birds something and they were eating. Very first sentence says here, when we consider about Joma, it is written was that outside hut, she was warming food by keeping wood and at that time fire. In fourth chapter we learn about fire. Okay, discovery of fire. Okay, so here the picture is given that here they had life, they had knowledge about fire. Okay, they were making food warm by keeping firewood and some other thing. So we can say here she had settled life. And my dear student, in this chapter we are going to learn about these two things. Okay, the early life as a wandering life, and second thing, later on they started to live settled life. Okay, I already said near the river, near the bank of river. Okay, where they were getting water, they settle, and when food is over they shift from place to place. Okay, that we have already learned in chapter 4. And chapter 6, we are learning more about this. Gomtu and Joma. Two examples are given. Okay. Gomtu had a wandering life. Here, Joma had settled life. Okay. My dear student, here one more thing is written. Okay. One more thing is given. Gomtu was preparing himself for hunting by tying a sharp stone with a stick, and instead of thread they were using creeper. Got it? Here. So we can say here stick and stone. Okay, while here she had settled life. Okay, settled life, it means they had some crops or maybe some other things they were making, and they were after baking they were having good food. Okay, I can say here good food or a nice food. Okay, we can consider. The third thing is, I would like to explain that it is written in a very first chapter, in this very first paragraph, last line, it is written about one animal. Okay, and the name of the animal is given dog. The name is given Golu. Name is given Golu. It means the man started to keeping animal with him in order to protect other things. Okay, so the first animal which he tamed was dog. We can consider. I will ask one question. When I will discuss about question answer, I will say which animal was tamed first by man and how, for what purpose. Then I am going to give question answer. That time I will explain. The first animal which he tamed was dog. And what was the name of the dog? Golu. Okay. While here, when we consider about Joma, it is written. Okay, outside of the hut, when Joma was warming food, it is written. Some women, they were milking cows and goats. It is written in the book, my dear student. It means we can say here they had wandering life, they were wandering, but when they settled down, they were having some animals. And which kind of animals? Milch animal which can give milk. And my dear student, in science we have learned milk is considered as a complete food. Okay, it milk is a we can consider milk as a complete food. Okay, so here the first animal which was tamed by people was dog. And here we can say slowly he started to keep different kind of animals with him. One thing I would like to say here, my dear student, farm when we consider about farm, so farming, cattle rearing and dairy industry. Farming, cattle rearing, and dairy industry are interrelated. Okay, it's just like a chain. How? I am going to explain now. My dear student, if you have farm, farm means khetar. Okay, so automatically what will you keep with you, my dear student? Automatically you will keep some animals who can eat grass. Okay, and which can help in farm also. You can take a cow or buffalo or like that, any animals. Okay, so you will keep with him. You have farm and you are growing crops. When you grow crops, automatically by outside you will find plenty of grass, hay, hay, grass or hay. And my dear student, by eating this grass or hay, the milk animal like cow and others, they give milk. Okay, so those who have farm, they are having some animals also, cattle rearing. My dear student, when this milk animal, when they give milk, we are just submitting in a dairy. So farming, cattle rearing, and dairy industry are interrelated. Okay, one is joined with another. It's like a chain. Okay, in the book it is written, okay, when Joma was warming food, okay, on fire, some women were milking cows and goats. Okay, it means they have some activities, you can consider activities. Okay, got it. Here when we consider about Gomtu, they were living in caves, Gufa. They were living in caves. Okay, what they had settled life, they were living in huts. Got it, my dear student. When we consider about, okay, I will write here living in caves, and here we can say huts. Okay, they had some work. Here I would like to say they were living in a group. They were living in a group, and my dear student, when you live in a group, we need one person who can guide the whole group, and that is called leader. That is called leader. Here we can say that Joma's hut. Joma's hut was main center. All the activities were there. Why? Because Joma's father was a leader. Joma's father was a leader. That's why her house was the main. We can say Joma's father was a leader. So it was a center for all the activities. Got it? Once again, I would like to explain about Gomtu and Joma. Okay, Gomtu had a wandering life, while Joma had a settled life. Okay, they were living in a caves. Here they were living in huts. Okay, they have wandering life, place to place. They have settled life. Okay, my dear student, here the first animal which they tame was dog, and here plenty of animals were there. Okay, and everything is written. Okay, when we learn in when I explain in a second video, I will explain about both the things again. Okay, so don't worry, slowly you will get ideas about the things. Okay, here they were tying stick. They were tying stone with a stick. Instead of thread, they were using creeper. Okay, they had here some weapon also. Got it? Next video, I will explain more about Gomtu and Joma. Thank you.